Aloha, my family, and welcome back for a very merry Vlogmas video. It's Thursday, so in the spirit of Throwback Thursday, let's throw it back to all of the products that I've loved this year. These are my hair favorites of 2018. I've done a favorites video every year the past 2 to 3 years. More recently, I've been separating the hair favorites from the general beauty and other lifestyle favorites because a lot of people don't give a shit about what I have to say about anything unless it's about hair because they think that all I am is my hair. So I'll be getting to all of the non-hair stuff next week, but today it's all about hair stuff and let's just jump right in. The first item is pretty simple, so let's just get it out of the way. You guys actually saw me haul this not too long ago when I did my collective haul where I had shown you guys all of the random stuff that I had bought over the past several months. And amongst those things was this spray bottle, which I got from Amazon. And I love it because this is how it mists. Beautiful. It's a really nice, fine, atomized mist. If you pump it a few times, it'll spray continuously for a few seconds. It's just such a nice upgrade from my old school, regular pump and spray water bottle, which is still fine, but with this, I leveled up. I do only keep water in this, specifically distilled water, because I live in Southern California and our tap water is trash. But I really like this because it also lets me control how much water I'm getting into my hair if I'm at a styling phase rather than a moisturizing phase, because I often don't want to get my hair really, really wet. I just want to get it lightly damp so I can make it more malleable and do my twists or braids or whatever style I'm trying to do. So this allows me to do that without having my hair completely revert. Next up is this oil from Blue Beautifully. Now, I've actually had this oil, this bottle, for over a year. It was very pricey, so for a long time I was being so precious with it and using it only here and there. And then I realized that it's been in my collection so long, it's actually time to use it up. It's an organic oil blend. It's got some Ayurvedic ingredients in there. And I really love this because I've gotten my hair cornrowed about twice this year. First time I've let anyone put hands on my hair in well over 5 years. And a lot of you guys also know that this year has also been a year of me trying to get my edges to be as full as they possibly can. They never have been full and they therefore never will be all that full. But I feel like I can get them to their best possible level by just changing some of my practices and things like that. And cornrows, ironically, not one of the best practices, definitely high risk behavior if you're trying to preserve the little bit of edges that you have like me. However, because I knew that the cornrows would potentially be giving my scalp and edges a little bit more attention than normal, that's when I started using this on a regular basis. I remain a huge skeptic when it comes to topical growth aids. I feel that the rate at which your hair grows is largely determined by genetics and lifestyle. And by lifestyle, I mean what you eat, your activity level, not necessarily taking, growth supplements and things like that. All that aside, even some of you guys have been commenting that my edges are looking better lately, and I think this might be a factor. Now, the company has actually changed the packaging and the name of this product, but I have found it online, so I will link it below for you guys. I would use this pretty much every day on my edges and just throughout my scalp whenever my hair was cornrowed. And if it's harder for me to get to my scalp when I just have like my dookie braids in or whatever, I'll still use it on my edges. And I find that no matter how often I use this product, it absorbs so well into my scalp that I never have issues with buildup. I'm never leaving Jerry curl juice stains on my pillows. I'm never dealing with my hair feeling super greasy to the touch the next day. It's like I can just use this and use this and use this, and my hair just remains in this state of like homeostasis where it's perfectly nourished but never greasy and gross. I also love the ingredients in here. It's got some unique ingredients. It is expensive because it's an organic product, but to me it's worth it because this is a 4-ounce bottle. So while it is expensive, it's lasted me so long, even with upping my use to multiple times a week. And when I have cornrows in, I will pretty much use this every single day, and I still have some product left. So I think for the quality of the ingredients, the uniqueness of the ingredients, and the size of the bottle, it is worth it for me, and I will be repurchasing, and I'll be doing that before this video goes up because I know how some of y'all be, and I don't need y'all buying it all up before I can get a new bottle. Thank you so much. Next up is my thermal styling brush, which I have had in my cabinet literally for years and never tried it until this year. I did do a video where I compared this to the Revlon blow dryer brush. The reason I wanted to compare the two was I only heat stretch my hair in a dry state. So regardless of whether it is a blow dryer style brush or a brush like this, I knew I would only be using it on dry hair because I'm only interested in stretching my hair. And if you saw that video, this brush was the clear winner. I love it. I have found pretty much the identical brush to this one on Amazon, so I'll link that in the description box. It has made my life so much easier in terms of managing my hair after I have done my entire wash day and have dried my hair. It gives me a great stretch. I feel like I don't have to use a crap ton of heat, and I am so glad that I finally got the guts to try this because it's really been a lifesaver for me in terms of making my hair care routine easier for me and more manageable. I use this once every 5 to 6 weeks and it's been great. Speaking of stretching my hair, I've also been loving this, which is my little hood attachment for my curl former sets. You attach this to the end of your blow dryer, and then this part is the hood that actually goes over your head. It's got a drawstring to tighten it around your head and then a chin strap so it doesn't go flying off of your head. I've already shown this in a couple of videos before as well, so I won't talk about it too much, but I really love this. I actually had a Pibs which I sold this year because this was better for me. It was more useful. I was able to jam my dome inside of this with all my curl formers in, which I could not do with my Pibs. And now that I've got my routine pretty much nailed when it comes to curl formers, this has been super clutch. Speaking of my curl formers routine, another clutch item and favorite from 2018 has been this thermal multi-styling foam, because this one is by Texture ID, by the way. It supposedly offers heat protection up to 450 degrees. And because I have been using heat to dry my curl formers more often than not these days, it's nice to have that little bit of security to know that I probably am not damaging my hair. And I also love that this is lightweight and gives me a great result. My curls always come out very stretched and shiny. It's easy to apply to my sections as I'm going through and installing my curl formers and all that stuff. So I've just really liked this product. I do also enjoy the Jane Carter Solution multi-styling foam, or a wrap and roll, I think hers is called actually. And I think that even made it into my hair favorites of last year, but that product doesn't boast any heat protection claims. So this one just gives me a little bit more of a peace of mind. Although the Jane Carter does have better slip, just FYI. Next up is this Grow Gorgeous Back into the Roots 10-minute stimulating scalp mask. This product I've mentioned once or twice before. You definitely would have seen it in my 30 days in my hair video. And I just like this as part of my pre-poo routine when I remember to use it. I think it's meant to help boost circulation, which supposedly will help grow your hair. I don't know if I necessarily believe it's doing that much for me, but I do like that tingly feeling. I feel like it just invigorates my scalp and preps it nicely for wash day. And if it actually is encouraging more blood flow and therefore more growth, I will take it. Definitely not a necessary product for me at all, but I like it enough that I will be repurchasing it. I'm probably down to about here, and it's lasted me pretty well because I do forget to use it on some wash days, but I feel like I've used it quite a bit and it's been good. This is another product you would have seen in my month in my hair video, by the way, so if you want to see it in action, I'll link that video in the cards. One favorite of 2018 is a product that was not new to me by any means whatsoever, and that is the Glo Oil. I've been using this oil since, gosh, I would say at least 6-7 years. I go through phases where I use certain products a lot and then kind of forget about them and move on to other things. This was a year where I remembered how much I love this oil and I kept coming back to it. I have talked about this before, so I don't want to repeat myself terribly, but it's got a great blend. It's got argan oil, camellia seeds, sweet almond, jojoba, meadow foam, wheat germ, coconut, and vitamin E. I believe this product is Black owned, but I'm not sure, so don't quote me. And I don't know how many bottles of this I've gone through over the years, but I love it. I love how lightweight it is. It never builds up on my hair, similar to how that Blue Beautifully oil never builds up on my scalp. This one never builds up on my hair. It gives me amazing shine, and I just love it. Let's wrap this up with a couple more products that are also definitely not new to me, and I'll keep this brief because I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing me talk about this, but it is these two. This combination in particular. This is the Kemet Biologics Dermalogic's burdock root buttercream, and this is their olive and honey hydrating balm. Ride or Dies already know that this is basically my holy grail moisturizer tied with the Hawaiian Silky Activator Gel. However, whenever I've gone into long-term protective styles, which I've done a lot of this year and I plan to do a lot of in 2019, faux locks, kinky twists, stuff like that, this is my go-to combination because this holds me down pretty much for the duration of the style with minimal topping up on moisture as the weeks go by. When I layer this over this is my moisturizer during the installation, and then sealing it with this. As long as I just give my hair a spritz with my DIY aloe spray once or twice a week, every single time I've gone to take down my hair after the 4 to 8 weeks that I've had my protective style in, it is still very well moisturized. I don't know what it is about this combination, but it just works extremely well for my hair, and I don't even mess with anything else. If I know I'm putting my hair away for 4+ weeks, this is what's going on it. That's gonna do her for today's Vlogmas video, my Throwback Thursday hair favorites of 2018. Be sure to leave a comment if there's anything that you've been loving for your hair in particular this year. And everything that I talked about will have links in the description box so that you can find them easily, especially that Blue Beautifully oil, because like I said, the name is changed and stuff. Thank you for spending another day with me here during Vlogmas. Make sure you guys check out tomorrow's 4C Friday video. Last week's was a lot of fun. It was a little bit of a buy it or DIY it, comparing and contrasting. And I also know that it did not hit a lot of people's subscription feeds because YouTube is an absolute piece of shit. So I'll also link that right here in one of my videos for you to check out here in the end slate. And other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow for another 4C Friday video. Bye-bye.
That's some nappy-headed hose there, I'm gonna tell you that now.